Welcome to Boise, Idaho, where fans describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Broncos will put toe to leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Gophers offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They're going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for second down. It's a draw. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Golden Gophers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They want to throw it. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Broncos offense has the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Now on second and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the Broncos are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. Makes the catch and knocked down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's right on target. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Cano. Fires to the big fella. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. On target.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to run for it. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. 1st and 10 for the offense. He wants to throw. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver. How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And the Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up.
A really nice job by the quarterback, putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Spits it out to the back. He's got it. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. 1st and 10.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm...
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
At 3rd and goal, I'm giving it to my playmaker. You let your quarterback make this decision whether he wants to run it in or right here. He sees the opportunity. His guy's wide open, hits him in stride for the easy touchdown.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like,
he's off to the races. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now they're going to throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Boise State.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Working the middle, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's going to pass. He's going to take off. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The inside handoff. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking to throw, it's Cano. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Broncos are rolling down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown Broncos!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. He'll return it. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. On the option, it's Cano. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
Looking downfield, it's Cano. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Broncos!
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. The running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Burns. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Finds the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that.
Makes the grab down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. He makes the catch. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. To the air, it's Cano. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Boise State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding him.
And he made the extra point without problem. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Running to Green. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to pass on second down. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Boise for a fun first half than you? The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? To the air, it's Cano. It's complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Broncos are flying down the field. Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got him in the flat. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Tackled after picking up the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos. No step back at week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. North Carolina overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Chapel Hill, these Tar Heels got to be thrilled with this result. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes his connection. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll run play action. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's going to fire deep. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
They'll go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Leaves it with the running back. At 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down.
And that ball is picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move to keep moving. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Golden Gophers in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Here comes the hurry-up. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The Golden Gophers pick up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing
game. Looking to throw on second down. Finds a spot in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And the Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, David.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Cano. Now sliding to his left. Across the 25, he's got room. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll do it himself. Oh, the pirouette gets him loose.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The handoff keeps working on that clock. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Slams ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's going to pass. Working that left side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. South Carolina looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week in Hilton Head instead of the film room. They're trailing by 21 to NC State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the ground with the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Boise State! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that. But they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Finds a man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
29 Philly.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Third down play from the gun. Using the quick game. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Fires to the tight end. Ripping through the defense. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Cano. Got his man quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dumps it to the back. It's complete on the right side. Going airborne.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.